Are you confused about IELTS writing module? Is it difficult for you to write 250 words for an essay and 150 words for a report? Do you know what are 4 marking criterias for the examiner? Okay? Do you know how many types of essays are there? If you don't know the answers to all these questions, this video is exactly for you and it will help you achieve your desired band in IELTS writing. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asad Yaqub and I'm going to tell you how to actually cater IELTS writing module. I'm going to give you a fantastic action plan for your IELTS writing preparation. Well guys, first of all, when you are in actual exam, you've got to write an essay and a report for academic or a letter for general training. So the best approach is first you read the topic of the essay. When you read the topic, number 1, identify the type of essay clearly. Opinion, discussion, problem solution, advantages outweigh drawbacks, positive, negative development. So the first thing is identify the type of essay. Once you've identified the type of essay, you should be very clear about the number of paragraphs that you are going to write for that essay. For example, if it is an opinion essay, you may write 5 paragraphs. If it is a discussion essay, you may write 5 paragraphs. If it is problem solution essay, again you may write 5 paragraphs. So standard is 5 paragraphs, introduction, conclusion, and 3 paragraphs in the body, right? So read the topic. There are 2 things. One is type of essay. Second is topic of the essay. Once you have identified the type of essay, now read the topic. Reread the topic. Reread the topic. Translate it into your local language, into your mother tongue, and understand the topic. You need to see the ins and outs of the topic. You need to see what can be included and what must be excluded from this essay, or like what you should not write in the scope of that essay. What do the students do? Sometimes they pick up a word from the topic and they write full essay on that word. Remember, the first marking criteria for your IELTS writing is task achievement or task response. And if you fail to achieve this, then your grammar, your vocabulary, your coherence and cohesion, all are useless. So most important thing is your task response, or we also call it task achievement. Means how thoroughly you cover the topic, right? The number of words that you have to write and all that stuff. Now, once you've identified the type of essay, topic of essay, you know what to write and what not to write, what must be avoided. That is very, very important. If you add what must be avoided in your essay, that will be the reason for low bench score, okay? After this, you've decided that I'm going to write 5 paragraphs. Now, the first paragraph, introduction. Most of the time in introduction, students write long details. They write such a long paragraph. I'm going to give you this formula. Just write 3 sentences, guys. 3 in your introduction. And I'm going to tell you what these 3 sentences are. Sentence number 1. A general sentence about the topic. How to write these days, nowadays, at present. Okay, or you can write something related to past. Okay, so the first sentence of your introduction is a general sentence about the topic of the essay, not the type of essay, topic of the essay. In the second sentence of your introduction, you can reword the topic. When you reword the topic, change the arrangement, rearrange, reword, use your own wording. If you copy anything from the question prompt or from the rubric is the question they give you on the question paper. If you copy anything exactly from there, that will be excluded from the word count. So rearrange, reword, use a variety of words. So this is going to be your second sentence. And finally, third sentence of your introduction, That is what we call thesis sentence. This sentence will tell the examiner about the type of essay that you are writing. If you say in your third sentence, you say, in my opinion, examiner will understand that this candidate has understood that this is opinion essay. In third sentence, if you write, in this essay, I will highlight some of the issues and present the solution. So examiner understands that this is problem and solution essay that this candidate has understood. So the third sentence is called thesis sentence, which you write according to the type of essay. This is very, very important. Now you've written your introduction, neat and clean, and you are ready for the body paragraphs. Before you enter into the body paragraphs, you should be very, very clear about your plan. You should know, in the first body paragraph, my main point is this. In my second body paragraph, my main point is this. So if you are clear, then you should write. Because this planning stage is before writing. And if you are planning and writing, by the end, you will write an essay which will not be very well organized essay. So plan your body paragraphs. In each body paragraph, there should be one main idea. Let me tell you again, don't make your essay stuffy by writing so many ideas. One of my students came to me after exam and said, "Sir, I got advantages, disadvantages essay in my actual IELTS exam. I wrote 25 advantages and 25 disadvantages. What is my band score?" I said, "You just wait and you'll get the band score." Okay. So your essay should not be wordy. Your essay should not be stuffy. Means don't write extra things there. One main idea in the body paragraph. Now, how to actually, how to extend your body paragraph, I'm going to tell you. Even until this point, if you are enjoying this video, go and comment. First, tell me about your nationality, then tell me whether you are taking academic or general training IELTS. By writing this, I will get to know that you guys are still with me at this point, okay, and you are enjoying the video. If you are enjoying the video, just write a decent comment that you are enjoying the video. And if you are feeling bored, cross it and go and do your monkey business, okay? Just joking. Now, let's go on. I was telling you about body paragraph. In one body paragraph, you're going to start the body paragraph with the main idea. For that, you can write, first of all, and if it is advantages outweigh drawbacks and you think advantages are more, write first advantages. If it is opinion essay and you agree, first reason why you agree. If it is a problem solution essay, write the first problem. So first of all, then write the first thing. Second sentence is elaboration of your point. By this I mean. When you write your first argument, in the second sentence, you're going to elaborate on that. What do you mean by that? By this I mean. And then expand that main point. Okay. Then the third sentence is you need to give a relevant example. And you can create an example. Let me tell you few don'ts of IELTS writing. Don't add a lot of proverbs, idioms, sayings of people, what people say and all that, idioms, proverbs, because idioms, proverbs, they are not your language. So if you excessively use idioms, proverbs, sayings of people, you may get low band score for that. Second, do not write any fake statistics. According to the survey conducted in University of California, according to survey conducted by British Broadcast Company and all that, don't try to befool the examiner by writing such type of fake statements. So do not write such fake statements. Instead of writing this, you can give an example. And when you give an example, you must use conditional sentences. Remember your 3 C's. One is compound, one is complex, one is conditional. If your target band is 7 or above, you must use these 3 sentence types appropriately in your body paragraph. For examples, you can use conditional sentence. For the first body paragraph, first sentence, you may write a compound sentence. For the rest of the sentences, you may write complex sentences with one independent clause and then dependent clauses. Okay, so this sentence structure will bring you better band score. And then when you use compound, complex, conditional, make sure you balance active voice with passive voice as well. For essay writing, passive voice is really good, and passive voice can increase your band score. So, main idea, elaborate your main idea, give example, and then conclude that paragraph. If it is problem solution essay, conclusion is solution. If it is an opinion essay, therefore, I strongly agree with the statement that, and whatever the statement is. So, in your body paragraph, you are supposed to write 4 sentences, and these 4 sentences should be a good mixture of compound, complex, and conditional sentences with appropriate vocabulary and relevance of your arguments with the main topic. Now, we move on after this. In all body paragraphs, you will write like this. If it is opinion essay, there is a contrast body paragraph. There you can write however. On the other hand, finally, we have conclusion. When you write conclusion, you're going to write one sentence conclusion first. And that is, all things considered. And then whatever you conclude. It's a good idea to write all things considered, comma. Right? All things considered, life in a village has never been easy. Okay, all things considered, and then whatever. So one sentence conclusion. If it is opinion essay, again, whatever your opinion is. If it is problem solution essay, all things considered, so you can write about that. Okay. After that, you can paraphrase the topic, or the best approach is whatever you have written in your body paragraphs, you can give a summary, one sentence summary. If it is opinion essay, the 2 things which you mentioned in 2 body paragraphs, you can give a summary of that. If it is advantages outweigh drawbacks essay, in the second sentence of your conclusion, you can give summary of 2 advantages. If it is problem solution essay, you can give summary of 2 problems and their solutions, right? And finally, the last sentence is going to be a general type of sentence which actually concludes your overall essay. So if you're going to follow this plan, if you're going to write accordingly, now again remember, I have given you an action plan, I have given you instructions. Without practice, these instructions will not work. Okay, you watch a cooking program and they teach you how to make some dessert. So after watching that, you cannot make dessert in the same way. You need practice, right? You need to do it again and again. So if you practice, if you read essays, if you actually, after reading the essays, you reproduce those essays, then you can learn vocabulary, you can improve your sentence structure. So I think the best approach is to read 1 essay a day and reproduce that. And when you reproduce that, don't take a look at the essay which you read. Okay, so reading, reproducing, this reproduction is going to improve your writing without even knowing it. This is a type of learning which is passive learning. You never know, but you are improving, right? For writing, I have actually developed, or I have compiled a wonderful book on academic writing and general training writing. And this book is available all over the world in PDF form, and in printed form, it is available in Pakistan. If you want to get this book, you can contact us on WhatsApp and I'll just send you the book. Okay, it is available at a little administrative cost. All the best, guys. Thank you so much. I also teach IELTS online all over the world and in campus in Lahore, Pakistan. We offer IELTS test booking service all over Pakistan. There is a link in the description. Click on the link and you can book your IELTS exam. We have study plans for IELTS. We have single module preparation. Okay, we have publications like IELTS writing book, IELTS speaking book. Okay, and we offer PTE online classes as well. If you are interested in any of these things, you can contact us. All the best, guys. Thank you so much. Asad Yaqub wishes you best of luck. Take care. Allah Hafiz.